This is the script for the speaking exercises. During each exercise, you will respond to a speaking question. You may take notes as you listen. The reading passages and the questions are printed in the book, but most of the directions will be spoken. Ready? Let's begin. Exercise 31, Topic 1. Listen for a question about a familiar topic. After you hear the question, you have 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to record your answer.
What are the qualities that you look for in a best friend? Describe a friend and explain what influences you to choose this person as a best friend. Be sure to include specific details and examples in your answer.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Example speaking answer.
My best friend's also my neighbor, so we've known each other since we were in grade school. The qualities that I like in her are high moral values, and also we like to do the same things. Her family's taught her to be honest and reliable. So I trust her because I know that she'll tell the truth and she'll be there for me. Also, we both like to read and we enjoy music, so we have a good time going to bookstores and concerts or just listening to music. The reason that I think these qualities are important is because best friends should help each other and enjoy spending time together, and a person with good values you can trust to help you. And if you have common interests, you'll enjoy doing the same things.
Exercise 31, Topic 2. Listen for a question about a familiar topic. After you hear the question, you have 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to record your answer.
How do you like to spend your leisure time? Choose an activity and explain why you enjoy participating in it. Be sure to include specific details and examples in your answer.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Example speaking answer.
One of the activities that I enjoy the most is playing volleyball. I like it because it gives me the opportunity to get exercise and to interact with my friends in a healthy way. I like to be part of the team, and sometimes we travel to other cities to compete. And this gives my friends and me a chance to see other places and meet new people. But the reason that I'm spending so much of my leisure time playing volleyball is because I'm a good player, and I hope that I can improve my game enough to earn a volleyball scholarship from a college. My coach says I have a good chance if I work hard.
Exercise 32, Topic 1. Listen for a question that asks your opinion about a familiar topic. After you hear the question, you have 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to record your answer.
Some teachers encourage competition among their students. Others help students learn how to collaborate and study in groups. Which approach do you think is better for learning? And why do you think so? Be sure to use specific reasons and examples to support your opinion.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Example speaking answer.
I think teachers should help students learn how to study in groups because after students leave school, they'll have to rely on collaboration in order to succeed. Teams and committees get the job done in most employment settings. There are very few positions in which the responsibility and the credit for a project belong to one individual. In the biographies of successful people, it's clear that they owe their success to others and that they've had to collaborate in order to achieve it. And competition implies that someone must lose in order for another to win. And the current thinking in business and industry is to try to work out a win-win situation. And that means that all parties have to collaborate.
Exercise 32. Topic 2. Listen for a question that asks your opinion about a familiar topic. After you hear the question, you have 15 seconds to prepare and 45 seconds to record your answer.
Some people cope with stress by exercising. Others talk with family or friends. How do you handle stressful situations? Be sure to use specific reasons and examples to support your opinion.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Example speaking answer.
I use several methods to cope with stress depending on why I'm feeling upset. If it's a situation I can do something about, I try to talk with the people involved. For example, when I'm angry with my friend, I'll tell him so. And I'll try to resolve the problem with him directly. I feel better, less stressed, when I express my feelings. But sometimes stressful things happen that you can't really do much about. For example, when I have a lot to do at school, it's just part of life. So when that happens, then I take long walks. I'm not sure whether it's the rhythm of the walking or maybe the fresh air, but I do know that it always helps me clear my mind and calm down so I can go back to the stressful situation again without feeling so out of control.
Exercise 33. Topic 1. Read a short passage and listen to a talk on the same topic. Then listen for a question about them. After you hear the question, you have 30 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to record your answer.
The administration at City College is considering a proposal for an accelerated bachelor's degree program. Read the notice from a poster on campus. You have 45 seconds to complete it. Please begin reading now. Now listen to a student who is speaking to an advisor. She is expressing her opinion about the new program.
First, I'd like you to know that I probably qualify for the accelerated program because I'm an honors student, but I'm not going to apply because I don't agree with the plan. You see, the idea is to select some students for special treatment, and I don't think that's fair. If you limit the classes to 20 students each, then the big lecture classes for the rest of the students will just have to get bigger and more impersonal than they already are. Look, I'm already accelerating my program by taking extra classes every term. Students don't need a new program to do that. Besides, it will cost money, and that always means higher tuition and fees.
The student expresses her opinion about the college's plans for an accelerated 3-year degree program. Summarize her opinion and the reasons she gives for having that opinion.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Example speaking answer.
The woman feels that the accelerated program is unfair because the large lecture classes, the ones for the students who aren't admitted to the program, I mean the new program, those classes will probably be even larger in order to limit the number of students in the accelerated classes to 20. She's also concerned that the accelerated program will be expensive to administer, and the additional cost could result in an increase in tuition for all the students. She also points out that it isn't necessary to create an accelerated program for students to complete their degrees in 3 years because she's already doing that by taking more than the usual number of classes every term.
Exercise 33, Topic 2. Read a short passage and listen to a talk on the same topic. Then listen for a question about them. After you hear the question, you have 30 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to record your answer.
The administration at State University is considering a proposal to close the dorms during spring break. Read the notice from the campus newspaper. You have 45 seconds to complete it. Please begin reading now. Now listen to a student who is speaking at the meeting. He is expressing his opinion about the new program.
Well, I'm all for a plan that will help the university save money, but not like this. When we sign our dorm contracts, the university agrees to provide us with a home, and it isn't right to tell us that we can't stay in our home over the break if we choose to. Besides, we keep some valuable possessions in our rooms, like computers and audio equipment. I live in Norman Hall, and I don't want someone else living in my room. Do I have to move all my stuff out, or do I just hope that the person who is staying there won't bother it? I don't think that the university has thought this through.
The student expresses his opinion about the proposal for closing the dorms over spring break. Summarize his opinion and the reasons he gives for having that opinion.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Example, speaking answer.
The man thinks that students should be able to stay in their dorm rooms over spring break if they choose to. He argues that the dorm students have a contract with the university. He also says that the students consider the dorm their home, and and they should be able to stay home during a break if they want to. His strongest argument is probably that the students in Norman Hall would have to let strangers stay in their dorm rooms over the break, so they would either have to move their valuables out or they would have to trust the person staying in their rooms not to damage their computers and audio equipment. So he doesn't think that the university has considered all the potential problems.
Exercise 34, Topic 1. Read a short passage and listen to a conversation on the same topic. Then listen for a question about them. After you hear the question, you have 30 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to record your answer.
The administration at City College has decided to shorten the hours for on-site registration. Read the notice that students received. You have 45 seconds to complete it. Please begin reading now. Now listen to a conversation between two students. The man is expressing his opinion about the change.
I think registration is going to be worse than ever.
Oh, maybe not. A lot of people will just use the internet to register online.
I won't, and a lot of other people won't either. For one thing, the website keeps going down whenever there's heavy use, and there will be during registration week.
That's true, but it's still better than standing around waiting your turn at all those tables in the gym.
Okay, but what about the problems that you can't work out online, like the professor's signature for an override when there are too many students in the class? If you register on site, the professor's right there to do it.
That's true, and sometimes the advisors can help.
Right, they can keep you from taking the wrong course. But the real problem is going to be the long lines. If people have to register in 3 days instead of 5, it's going to be more crowded than ever. It was just getting manageable because of the internet option.
The man expresses his opinion about the changes in the registration procedure. Report his opinion and explain the reasons he gives for having that opinion.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Example speaking answer.
The man thinks that the changes in registration will cause problems for the students. The university claims that students will be able to register online, but the man won't use that option because the website is unreliable during peak use, like a registration period. He also maintains that there are problems that require a professor's signature. For example, when a student wants permission to register for a class that's already full. That can't be done on the computer. And he says that it's helpful for students to see their advisors to be sure they're signing up for the right courses. But his biggest concern is that the 3-day registration schedule on site is going to be even more crowded than in the past because the same number of people will be trying to register in a shorter time frame.
Exercise 34, Topic 2. Read a short passage and listen to a conversation on the same topic. Then, listen for a question about them. After you hear the question, you have 30 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to record your answer.
The Fall Career Fair is being planned. Read the notice that appeared in the campus newspaper. You have 45 seconds to complete it. Please begin reading now. Now listen to a conversation between two students. The woman is expressing her opinion about the fair.
I can't decide whether to go to the career fair.
Well, I'm going to go. I missed it last year, but I was just a junior. Now that I'm a senior, I'm serious about finding a job.
Yeah, but there will be so many other people trying to talk to the representatives all at the same time. Maybe it's not worth it.
Look, you have to. Make an impression. I'm working really hard on my resume, and I'm going to wear a suit, even if it is Saturday. I think this is an opportunity to stand out from the crowd, and besides that, where else can you find people from 100 companies in the same room? I'm saving a lot of work later by deciding which companies I really want to work for.
You mean you won't send applications to companies that don't impress you?
Right. But probably the best reason to go is because my friend Carla got her job at a company that interviewed her at the career fair last year. It works.
The woman expresses her opinion about the career fair. Report her opinion and explain the reasons that she gives for having that opinion.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Example speaking answer.
The woman has a very positive opinion about the career fair because she's a senior and she's a serious candidate for a position, and she thinks that by presenting a good resume and dressing well, she'll make a good impression on the recruiters, which will give her an edge on the competition. She also points out that it's a good opportunity to form opinions about the companies that participate in the fair. She mentions that there are 100 companies participating, and this will give her a chance to talk to a lot of representatives. After the fair, she'll only pursue positions with the companies that she chooses based on her conversations. She says that her friend interviewed at the career fair last year and was hired by one of the companies, so she knows that it's possible to get a job by attending the fair, and that's probably the best reason for her favorable opinion.
Exercise 35, Topic 1. Read a short passage and listen to a lecture on the same topic. Then listen for a question about them. After you hear the question, you have 30 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to record your answer.
Now read the passage about a village. You have 45 seconds to complete it. Please begin reading now. Now listen to a part of a lecture in an anthropology class. The professor is talking about an academic village.
Thomas Jefferson was probably the first to refer to a college campus as an academic village. This term seems appropriate because the campus that Jefferson created when he designed the University of Virginia included all of the qualities that are found in the definition of a traditional village. His plan was realized in the shape of a large rectangle. It featured a grassy lawn with the Rotunda Library at the center and 10 pavilions along 2 sides of the lawn, each to house the classrooms for one branch of learning. Behind the pavilions, he created formal gardens with another set of buildings on each side to serve as residences and dining halls. Quite soon, businesses grew up around the periphery of the rectangle to support all manner of basic services, as well as to provide areas for social and educational exchange. It is interesting to reflect on the impression that the classical architecture and the balanced pattern of the campus may have had on the self-concept of the students and faculty. Clearly, Jefferson had provided them with the outward structure of an organized, rational academic community.
Refer to Thomas Jefferson's definition of a college campus presented in the lecture and explain how the information in the anthropology text supported Jefferson's view.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Example speaking answer.
Jefferson called a college campus an academic village, and the definition of a traditional village in the anthropology text supports his view. First, a village is self-contained, and so is a campus, because there are facilities for daily life, residences, dining halls, and classrooms. Second, a village can store most of the goods and services inside its limits. And so does a campus, because businesses for basic services and social life, they spring up around the main area. Third, residents in a traditional village have common objectives, and so do the students and faculty of a college campus, who are united by, educational goals. And, last, a traditional village reflects the spirit of the community. By using classical architecture, Jefferson designed the University of Virginia to give the impression of a rational academic village.
Exercise 35, Topic 2. Read a short passage and listen to a lecture on the same topic. Then listen for a question about them. After you hear the question, you have 30 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to record your answer.
Now read the passage about entrepreneurs. You have 45 seconds to complete it. Please begin reading now. Now listen to a part of a lecture in a business class. The professor is talking about Levi Strauss.
Levi Strauss is a good example of the kind of entrepreneur that is described in your textbook. He came to the United States from Bavaria as a teenager. After selling clothing and dry goods from door to door for several years in New York, he made the journey to California with a supply of canvas. The gold rush was at its peak, and Strauss got the idea to sell tents to the gold miners. When he discovered that the miners were not very interested in purchasing tents, he wasted no time in recycling the brown canvas cloth into sturdy pants, a product in great demand in the mining camps. Later, he began making work pants in a blue cotton fabric imported from France called serge de Nîmes, but known in America as denim. Along with Jacob Davis, a tailor from Nevada, Strauss patented a pattern of copper rivets to strengthen the stress points on pants, especially the pockets. They first became known as waist overalls, then Levi's. They became so popular that Strauss concentrated most of his effort on the manufacture and sales of durable work pants.
Referring to both the lecture and the reading passage, explain why the experience of Levi Strauss is typical of small business owners.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep. Example speaking answer.
Levi Strauss is representative of the small business owners described in the reading passage. He was already employed full-time as a teenager selling clothing and dry goods. He showed a strong desire for independence when he journeyed to California and a high level of initiative when he followed through on his idea to sell tents to miners. Then when he realized that the miners needed work pants more than they needed tents, he was quick to take advantage of the opportunity. First, he recycled the canvas fabric from his tents into sturdy pants, and later he made work pants in denim. The patent for the copper rivets to protect the stress points on pockets was very innovative. Finally, like so many successful entrepreneurs, Strauss didn't follow a fixed business plan. He reacted to coincidence, and he responded to opportunity.